Yeah. Hey y'all. So I did not post a video last week because I just couldn't bring myself to do it, to film it, to edit it, to do any of it. And the one last week was pretty bare bones too, I believe. Peri-menopause is kicking my ass right now. And I'm not happy about it. But there's not a lot I can do about it. I need to get my blood work done. I try to make an appointment with my doctor, who I haven't seen in years. Because I'd also like to get a baseline on how I'm doing, like with the weight loss. I mean, I've lost over 100 pounds. So I'd like to, get my blood pressure checked, my cholesterol checked. Last time I had it checked was 4 or 5 years ago, and it was pretty high. So, I mean, I'd like to see how I'm doing. But anyway, I called to make an appointment, and because it's been so long, I would be considered a new patient, and they're not taking new patients. So now I have to look for a new doctor. And y'all know I don't like doctors, really. I want more of a naturopath, but if you go with a naturopath, then your insurance doesn't cover it, and it's a whole thing. So I'm in the middle of that. And I think what I have been mistaking for depression, I mean, I know depression. I have had depression my whole life, but I think it's more the perimenopause. I think it's more a lack of joy and just a feeling of numbness. Like I'm just existing right now, and I don't like it. I mean, that sounded wrong. I don't want to just exist. I want to live my life. And I feel like that's not happening right now. So I'm working on it, and it's going to take a while. So that's what's going on with me. Yay. So I had some go down at my work that I wasn't pleased with. And I almost walked. There's still a box under my desk with all my in it, because I was like, really? No, that's not gonna fly with me. But I still haven't told my husband what happened, and I'm not gonna get into it here. I might eventually, but it's just my integrity was questioned, and that doesn't sit well with me, and it shouldn't. So I'm still there, because God, if I don't have this horrible work ethic thing happening, that I mean, I don't want to abandon them in the middle of tax season, even though. But so that was depressing, and then I was like, oh God, now I have to look for a new job, and this is just going to be a thing. But then an opportunity has presented itself, and I'm not sure if I'm going to jump on it. I really want to. I haven't told my husband any of this, because if I had told my husband what happened at my current job, he would have said, quit. And I just feel like I need to stay at least through the end of tax season. And then, honestly, the thought of looking for a new job so soon after finding this one is just depressing. But I got contacted by a friend, and there's an opportunity that sounds really, really tempting, and like it could really, really be a good thing. But I just don't know right now. I don't know if I trust my brain where it is right now to make a big decision like that. And I have been told that I would have until August to make this decision. So it's not like I'm going to miss out on the opportunity, and I'm very grateful for that because this gives me a lot of time to reflect, and obviously I need to talk it over with my husband, and it needs to get worked out, but I don't know. Fingers crossed, y'all, because I felt that glimmer of hope when this was presented to me. So anyway, so that's what's going on with me. So, and also last week I didn't film a video because I gained a pound. So let's get into the weigh-in since I just told you what last week was. So the week before last, I weighed in at 163.6. Last week, I weighed in at 164.6. So I gained a pound. And that in and of itself, I was like, really? Because I had been doing fairly well. But my period, my period was like 2 weeks late, and then it finally showed up, and then it lasted for like 7 days. I'm normally a 3-day girl. It was not cool. And yeah, I was like not happy, obviously. And then the gain, and then I was just like, you know what, I'm over it. Whatever it is, it just, I'm gonna keep plugging away. I kept exercising. I kept doing fairly well on the diet, but I was like, I have that feeling of I want to give up on everything. And I know that that's just hormones talking, but damn it if it doesn't feel real. So anyway, so that was last week, and today is Saturday, and I weighed in at 161.8. So I lost this week 2.8 pounds. So 3 pounds this week. But for the total for the 2 weeks is actually 1.8. So 1.8. So 2 pounds. Either way, I'm glad. And I knew it was water, and I knew, that was a thing, but it's still depressing. And when you're already not feeling very yourself, I'm glad. I'm sorry. I am just not into this right now. But I knew if I didn't film this week again, that I would start hitting that level of I don't want to do it at all ever. And I want this documented. I want this entire weight loss journey documented for me. And I don't want to let this little blip in the radar, because that's all it is, this little bump in the road, prevent me from putting this out there. This is a weird angle. Why am I like so high? Like there, that's better. That's weird. That was weird. And it looks crooked too. Oh God. Anyway, this is just a bump in the road, and I know that. It just, sometimes it's real hard to get past. But I went out to dinner with my girlfriends last night, and one of them has just gone through menopause, and it was really good to get to talk to her. I don't have, my mom had a hysterectomy and went straight onto hormones, and well, she's dead. So and my mother-in-law's dead. I don't have like a source of anybody to talk to about this with real life experience. I'm getting my information basically from TikTok right now, which is great that it's out there, because there is so much that that would seemingly be unrelated. Like, for instance, tooth pain. Like, that's a thing. Like, for the longest time, I didn't understand what was happening, because all of my teeth were hurting. And I know that that's not possible for them all to have, I mean, I guess it could be possible for them all to have cavities at the same time, but, and then it would last for like 20 minutes and then it would go away and not show up again for 2 weeks. And I was like, oh, I don't understand what's happening. And then I have a mustard allergy. And when I ingest mustard, it feels like my entire tongue has been burned, like all the way down. Like it just feels like all of my taste buds are burned. And that's been happening. And I know that I haven't been eating mustard, but I'm like, I must be getting it somewhere. Like it must be in something that it's not listed, because they don't have to list it. They just can list it as seasonings or spices. And like it has to be happening somehow. But no, that is a symptom of menopause. Like just having like a burning tongue thing. It's ridiculous how many things that we don't, as a society of women, generally get told. I mean, we know we get hot flashes, we know that we get irregular periods, we know, hormonal shit is gonna happen and you're gonna be feeling crazy, but like so many things, like, yeah, I can't even, anyway. So yeah, I can't remember why I even got on that subject, but so sorry about whatever I was just talking about, because it's gone now, which is another menopause. Yeah, okay. I mean, at least if I'm gonna have all these menopause symptoms, can you please stop the bleeding, because that's still happening. Oh, okay. So it was good to talk to Jen, because I have now I have like a source that I can go to, and she's very open to it, to, just helping me through what I'm going through, because she's going through it still, but she's more advanced in the stage, and she knows more obviously about what's happening. So it's good that I can talk to her. And we all sat there for like 2 hours and just chatted and had the best nachos ever. And it was great. It was very therapeutic, and I was so glad to get out of the house and have someone to talk to other than my husband, and just because he doesn't understand. And anyway, it was good. So yeah, I don't have a lot for you guys right now. Obviously, I'm just rambling about menopause and periods and hormones, but I did lose 3 pounds this week. So I'm pleased with that. I don't have the joy. I don't have the joy right now for it. I don't, but it's a hell of a lot better than gaining. So, all right, this is getting depressing. So I'm not even gonna tell you to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed any part of this video, because I can't imagine that you did. So I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.